Coming up this season on Backstage Passport, we want to play as many countries as we can before we're too old to go anywhere.
What is wrong with you people?
There's 2,000 kids out there. There is going to be a lot.
If you would have showed up earlier, I probably would have strangled you.
Here's the truck advertising the show right now. We have more fun than any other band in the world.
I want to be Jewish. A breakdance competition in Israel.
No, I'm married and I don't fucking hang out with chicks.
I swear to God, we're the most dysfunctional organization there is.
You like that, buddy? We're in Singapore, the country you're not supposed to do any drugs in.
I'll manage the out of this whole retarded rock show.
We're NOFX, screwing up since 1983. But these days we've got mortgages and families. So we're going on a sketchy tour. No country is too obscure. We're gonna drink and cough and fight and snort. We're NOFX, this is Backstage Passport.
NOFX, we've been playing for almost 25 years now. We're the biggest punk band in the world that's totally independent. We've never been on a major label. We put out our own records. We basically do everything by ourselves. The first 10 years we were playing, things were total chaos. I used to book our tours by myself with stolen calling card numbers. It was great because it was a disaster. Now we're all older and we have families and we have, house payments. Touring the US, it's just not what it used to be. It's not dangerous anymore, it's predictable, and yeah, it gets a little boring. It's corporate rock, and it sucks. So we came up with the idea, let's play crazy cities all over the world, and it's gonna be like playing shows a long time ago, because when you play weird, crazy cities, crazy is gonna happen. So the plan is to start off in South America. We're gonna go to Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Peru, Ecuador, and the source, Colombia. But then, Moscow, Singapore, Beijing, South Africa. Since most of the people in NOFX are 40, not me, it's probably the last time we'll get to travel all these crazy places. Go around and around and
I've been trying to plan this tour and I haven't slept properly for a minute.
We pretty much do everything ourselves.
As in, I do everything.
That's what I mean by we.
Yeah.
He does everything. Ken books our tours. Whatever goes wrong, it's all his fault.
Whatever goes right is all Mike's credit.
This tour is a booking agent's nightmare. We're not dealing with professionals at all. It's all pretty much verbal agreements. Kent had to deal with, I don't know, how many different languages. I think it's driving him crazy. We're hoping not to get killed or kidnapped. I really don't like leaving home for long periods of time. It sucks.
You gonna miss Daddy? Yeah.
It's always been hard to leave my wife, but now it's especially hard because my daughter is only 2 and she doesn't understand why I'm leaving her. Doodle, you wanna go make a baba with Daddy?
No.
She'll give it to you, I'll just make it with you.
No.
No, I don't blame you.
I don't want you to come with Daddy. You wanna go? You what? I don't want you to come with Daddy.
You don't have to go with Daddy.
Oh, no.
This is what I have to bring on tour to make tour fun. I'm kind of a pill guy. These are some sleeping pills, Somonex. This is Imodium. Those are Atarax. Those are Laxia. The yellows, those are Doxepin. Those help you sleep on the plane. These blue ones, not sure what they're called, but they make you real peppy. The Valiums. Valiums are good before the show and after the show. This is Benadryl. Well, those are aspirin, muscle relaxers. And these are phenobarbital, I think. So that's my medicines.
problem is I haven't practiced very much. Oops.
Eric Melvin has a heart of gold and hands of lead when he's playing the accordion or the guitar. We've been best friends since we were both 16. We both started being really bad musicians. And over all these years, I've gotten a lot better.
We really kind of have to watch what we do, and we're not really very good at watching what we do. I would hate for one of us to end up in jail for just being dumb.
My pre-tour ritual of shaving the head. Now.
Why do we call Smelly Smelly? Because he used to take a lot of acid, and his farts were really bad when he was on acid. The heroin farts weren't half as bad as the acid farts.
That's where I poo.
Smelly was a junkie for 6 years, and we gave him an ultimatum. We said, if you don't stop doing heroin, we're not gonna let you play on our new album. So he quit everything, and he's been sober for almost 16 years.
Oh my God, you missed this huge piece right here.
One aspect of being gone for this long is it's going to be very hard for me. When I'm at home, I spend most of my day with my wife. And so when we're not together, I miss her. It was love at first sight, and it's hard for me to be away from her.
My arm slipped.
Oh, you suck. What I'm looking forward to on this tour, sketchy places, sketchy clubs, sketchy promoters, sketchy kids. I love that feeling of danger. God knows what we're going to be stepping into.
Pop-Tarts. My Twinkies, my Oreos. This is like my survival kit. Did I forget anything? I probably shouldn't bring these home. They're gonna make me fat. I don't really dig the food in other countries. I have a hard time. I'm a picky eater. So I'm not taking any chances. Yeah, I need those.
Pepe is like a cross between Carlos Santana and Cheech Marin. I'm not gonna say idiot savant because he won't know what savant means.
That's all the food? Now I gotta put all the clothes in.
What time is the car coming?
15 minutes.
Daddy,
You don't what?
I do it to get a kiss.
You don't want to give a kiss?
Yeah.
I have to leave though, honey. I love you.
I want to
My wife doesn't like that I'm going on this tour and that I'm going to crazy places because she worries about me and she knows that I'm not gonna take care of myself. We're gonna be in a lot of dangerous places. It could be a total disaster.
Manager in charge of everything.
He was working on his tour for weeks, and I think that was it. The dam broke.
We're in Brazil today. We just got off the plane. Very tired. We don't sleep very much. We sleep about 2 hours, maybe 1 hour. Now we're gonna go to the hotel in Rio.
Got an invitation to go to anarchy camp. There will be twisted, fisted, fighting all in an evening. Then make some reservations for next year's anarchy camp.
Our first stop of the tour is Rio, but we get to the hotel and Kent is totally hammered. Kent books our tours, does our sound, he tries to manage us. You really should have 4 different people doing those jobs, but we have Kent.
And how much did you have to drink on the plane?
Nothing. Let's go.
I get to the hotel and Kent's hammered. It was, all right, dude, we just got here. We got these responsibilities, and you're fucking faced.
He was working on his tour for weeks, losing sleep, stressing, and I think that was it. The dam broke over at Bottomless Centenario. First day. We haven't even done the first show yet.
Manager in charge of everything. I don't know what happened. I don't know why these guys are so stupid, but hey, I am that guy now.
We were so gonna get him out of here.
We're gonna go see Jesus and we're gonna eat a big lunch. It's gonna be gnarly. Manager.
Once we sort of crowd Kent back to his room, it was the middle of the day. We had to go see the city.
Bella!
Yeah, buddy. Where are we going?
Take me with you.
Hey, dude, I'm seeing it now.
Where are we going?
We're gonna meet at the Christ. And you're gonna beg forgiveness on the mountaintop.
So come along with me. We can dance and trip and be anarchists.
Wow.
We gotta get the manual and put it in the oven till it cooks.
Kristen's trying to get a hold of Kent.
I haven't heard from my husband. Just wanted to make sure he's not in jail.
So we're backstage at Rio, getting ready to play. It's the countdown, 15 minutes to go. We're warming up, and I know that this is going to be a train wreck.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm so in trouble.
We should rehearse before tours, because then it gives me a chance to warm up my voice. If we had a choice of sucking on stage or not sucking, we'd prefer the not sucking. But there's not that much difference between sucking and not sucking for us. We almost sound exactly the same. And I don't even know if people know the difference. Now we're over 30, now look, oh God.
It's terrible. It's gonna be terrible.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
No, thank you.
Kent, you all right?
I'm coming along. Everything okay here?
Yeah, Kent got real drunk, but, you know, he showed up and did his job just like he always does.
Why didn't we practice before this tour started, Smelly?
We're lazy. that's the real reason.
Right. Now we're paying the price. Actually, no.
Paying the price. Boy, was there like 3,000 kids there, 4,000 kids. We could hear them screaming, and I'm going like, oh no, we are so not ready for this. We haven't practiced.
First Brazil show, it started off great. The crowd was amazing, but in the middle of it, I look over at Eric Melvin, and his guitar goes out.
30 seconds in, my guitar just stops working. Here I am in front of a couple thousand kids. My doesn't work.
His guitar broke. Took about 5 to 10 minutes to figure it out. It gets going, and then the guy starts messing with it again, and he breaks it again. I was like, can't you just roll with the punches?
If he just would have played his guitar, just plugged straight into the amp, it would have been fine. But he had to mess with it for 10 minutes. The whole crowd turned on us, and everything just turned to crap.
You ready, you Jewish piece of is ruining our show.
Come on, let's go, buddy.
What, you're in a hurry to go somewhere else? You have somewhere else to be, huh? Everybody.
Eric Melvin says something to the crowd, like, "Wait, you got a better place to be?" It started turning really ugly right then.
We're gonna do a little reggae music.
The promoters that would never call me, he's crying that he fears for his mother and his sister and their lives.
It was our first show in Brazil, and then Melvin's guitar broke, but then he spent 10 minutes working on his tuner. He didn't need to do that. I mean, things were going great, and then he just stopped the show.
It worked, and then let's change this. Let's try this now. I'm trying to get the tuner working. Oh, that's really important. You make it work and you go.
Because we couldn't get it back on track. The show was a disaster. It was a wreck.
Hey, thank you very much. I had a great time tonight.
I don't get annoyed very often, and I was pissed.
You guys were like, maybe it's this, and it fell apart.
No, dude, you should have heard it. It was all up. I mean, you couldn't hear it. It wasn't even there. It was like a... And then if I play the clean channel, it was this. It's nothing. Well...
Melvin kind of forgot what our band's about, so I was a little upset, and I just, I had to say something to him.
Like, dude, just get your guitar working so we can play. Remember when we used to record records with no tuners?
Brazil was like our safety net. We'd been there before, we had a good promoter, and everything went well, except for us. We didn't go well. And now we're going to countries that we really have no idea what's gonna happen.
One of the most exciting destinations on the whole tour had to be Medellin. Drug capital of the world, super scary, one of the most dangerous cities in the whole world. And coincidentally, one of the places where we heard nothing from the promoters.
On our own, we called the club that he told us we were playing at, and they said they had no idea of our show. So what are we supposed to do? We had to cancel that show.
And then, of course, all of a sudden, my phone's ringing off the hook and the emails are coming nonstop. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I tried and tried to get any kind of confidence in you guys. And at some point, I had to give up because all I had was lies. NOFX is actually my family. Do you think I'm gonna take my family to this country I know nothing about when I'm absolutely certain the people that are supposed to care for us there are f***ing useless? They were totally freaking out and scared. Suddenly, this one guy, Cheo, says, I need to know what's going on. Sergio from Colombia is receiving a lot of calls for death threats. The promoter from Medellin probably is dead. I really mean it. Colombia is not easy. If you do something wrong, you'll be murdered. The promoters that would never call me, he's crying that he fears for his mother and his sister and their lives. What? And he's in Medellin, Colombia, so it's like, it gets me a little bit, bad feeling in my stomach.
Doesn't make you feel good.
My bottom line is, you fear for your family? This band is my family. I'm gonna bring them to a place that I know to be dangerous, where I have absolutely no faith in the people that are taking care of us.
Yeah, like what are we supposed to do? We're completely in the dark of the whole situation. It's like, what the f are we supposed to do?
When we knew things in South America were gonna be sketchy, and they are sketchy, and they're going badly. We're just hoping that we're finally gonna get to a country where everything goes smoothly. But Chile was crazy right when we got there.
Whoa, that was a party.
Even before the show, the crowd was crazy, jumping off the balconies.
Kids were just coming over the balcony, crowding the floor area even more.
Valiant is a chill pill. I'm gonna take one. Feeling antsy. Could be seeing all the kids pouring over the balcony.
It just seemed pretty dangerous.
When we start playing it, it's the same way. Just kids crazy, jumping off the balconies.
Turns out there's about 3,000 people, and they all want to be on the floor. Sure enough, they just start doink, 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 doink.
They're just constantly jumping, like, wow. And then everyone's running on the stage.
I was a little worried for my own safety a little bit. They didn't even know what they wanted to do once they got on stage.
Not the normal get on stage and then stage dive. They were just grabbing us.
I'm playing a song and some guy jumps off the balcony, boom, and he just runs up on the stage, grabs me in a headlock, and just choking me out pretty good. And I hear him like, f***ing elephant, man. And I'm like, somebody help.
Yeah, they were just crazy. They were not stopping. They were getting on the floor. They were doing whatever they wanted to do.
The show exploded. The kids were just so pent up, and it just exploded with energy.
It was a really crazy show, but we came on this tour to play crazy, chaotic shows, and we found it when we got to Chile. The Chile show was insane. This show is exactly the kind of punk show we were hoping to get by touring down here. And now I want more.